Patrick's Parade Committee at
Wearing sunscreen is one of the best ways to protect your skin and prevent early signs of aging. Meghan Rothschild, president of Chikmedia, is here to explain how sunscreen is becoming more accessible to the community. How are you today?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, always a pleasure.
Yeah.
So sunscreen becoming more accessible to the community.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about that, because I think, you can go into stores and buy it.
Right. But if you think about it, I almost liken it to the pandemic and when we started to see more hand sanitizers available to everybody.
Yeah.
So BrightGuard is a company that actually, they were the first ones to do this. They created sunscreen dispenser, and they're working with towns and cities across the country. They've actually been around for over 7 years to help give communities access to free sunscreen, because we know that wearing sunscreen on a regular basis is the easiest way to prevent any type of skin cancer.
Absolutely. And there are some pictures that we're showing there. Is it honestly just like a hand sanitizer? When
It
you
is.
go and put your hand under it and you get sunscreen instead?
That's exactly how it works. And there's sun stations, which was the big one that you just saw. And then there's actually just these individual sunscreen dispensers that cities and towns can put, at things like bike paths or walking trails or community pools, recreation facilities, and for-profit companies can do it too. But a lot of towns and cities are choosing to put these around the area so that, again, people have that access to free sunscreen.
Are there any around us, or should there be?
There should be. We are trying. So there definitely are some in New England, but in terms of Western Massachusetts, no, there haven't been in a while. The company actually just underwent an acquisition, like a new, the individual that was working there actually purchased it. So he's like kind of restarting from scratch.
Okay.
But yeah, it's something that I would love to see more of here in the Western Massachusetts community, because it's so important. And obviously we're in direct sun for a few months out of the year, and there's lots of places that would benefit from having it.
The thing that I've honestly learned recently, it's weird to say, but we should be wearing sunscreen no matter what the season is. Even in the winter. We're outside a lot in the summer.
Yeah.
But the sun is still there in the winter. We need to be
Definitely.
protecting our skin all year round.
Yeah, and that's the other thing too. You talk to people who do a lot of skiing or snowboarding, and they don't think about wearing sunscreen, and they come home and their face is red, and I got a windburn on the mountain, and it's like, no, you actually got a sunburn, because the UV rays reflect from the snow and actually are stronger when you're out there skiing and snowboarding. So it is something that we should be doing year round, and we know that New England has the higher incidence of melanoma because we have that intermittent exposure to the sun. So for 6 months out of the year, we're sort of inside, not exposed, and then we go out and we get all this sun exposure, and our skin really does not like that.
And so the importance of sunscreen, explain that a little bit, because if you don't mind bringing it up, I know you have on Mass Appeal before.
Yep.
Have experience with skin cancer, right?
Yeah, I was diagnosed when I was 20 years old, so during my sophomore year of college. And, like a lot of people at that age, I did not think about wearing sunscreen, right? Like getting a tan was always something I wanted to do. I would go to the beach. I wouldn't really consider, reapplying SPF or anything like that. And we know that regular use of SPF is going to help lessen your chance of getting any type of skin cancer. So it's really, really important, and it's something that we should build into our daily habits, like our face lotion or our body lotion. You can buy, you don't have to do an additional layer. You can buy plenty of products out there that have SPF built right in.
Absolutely. Always important to keep in mind, like we were saying, year round. And with this company that's bringing out these little stations and almost the hand sanitizer, the dispensers, I guess, that is an incredible idea.
I think so, because like you said, yes, you can go into a store and buy sunscreen, but not everybody has access to it. Not everybody can do that. And sunscreen does expire. And so you do want to replace your sunscreen on an annual basis, and that can get pricey.
Right.
So I just think this is a great program because it really allows everyone to protect themselves. And this is a really easily preventable cancer if we take those steps.
So we should be taking those steps, always keeping that in mind.
Yes.
And I thank you for joining me today and sharing a little bit about that. I like that whole thing.
Yeah, I do too.
Sunscreen.
Thank you for having me.
So fun
Appreciate
having you
it.
here.